Check. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Maggie. Uh-oh. Throwing my headset here. Check, 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 check. Okay. No? What the heck? There we go. And that is ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Dan-Dalin. Oh, what is? And that one misses. Ball and 2-0 on for Estelle. Ooh, 2 balls and no strikes for Estelle Dallin. Bases loaded, 1 out. That one bounces across the plate for ball number 3. Here's a 3-0. That one bounces on the plate. Ball 4, and that'll score a run. So the Rebels take a 1-0 lead. And that pitch is a ball to Shelby Holcomb. Is number 2. 2-0. Misses low and outside. Ball 3. 3-0 to Shelby. And that's ball 4. And it's an RBI for Shelby Holcomb. So bases loaded, 1 out. That brings up big hitter Grace O'Hara. First pitch to Grace is a strike. Well, 1 to Grace, just a bit high. Ball 4. And that's going to allow Maggie Smithler to come home and score on that wild pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike for Grace O'Hara. The pitch misses high. 2-1 for Grace. Pitch just a bit high. Ball 3. And that'll allow Estelle Dallin to come home, and Shelby will advance to third. 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner on third, 1 out for Grace. And that's low, ball 4. And Grace takes her base. Runners at the corners for Braylon Tony. Pitch is short, ball 1. Grace takes split base for this speedy Grace O'Hara. Pitch is high, ball 2. That one rolls across the plate for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Rio Braylon is short, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Harley Becker. First pitch to Harley misses, ball 1. Oh, it misses, ball 2. 2 balls. Here's the 2-0 for Becker. One just a little short. 3. All 4. Harley Becker. Check. One. All right, new pitcher. That first pitch misses outside. Ball 1. One just a little short, ball 2. It's going to allow both runners to advance. Oh, she did. She snuck one in there, huh? Oh, and that one hits Alexis. It hits like getting a hit. Brings up Gabby Emmons. First pitch that Gabby misses, ball one. Now 1-0 misses. It is 2-0 for Gabby. Oh, and it hit her. That's another run for the Rebels. Brings up a Nora Vandervoort. It's her second time batting this inning. The first time, she worked herself a walk. Here's the 1-0 to Honora. That one's a high. Ball two. At 2-0 is low and outside. Ball three. Runners stay put. Nobody wants to challenge the arm of this catcher. Three balls, no strikes. Bases loaded for Honora Vandervoort. And it's swung on, and it is high, it is far, and it is caught by the right fielder. Tagging up and going home is Harley Becker. Lexi goes to third, and Gabby goes to second. So it is an RBI, a sac fly for Honora Vandervoort. And the first pitch to Maggie Smithler, called strike one. 0-1 misses, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike for Maggie. That one bounces, ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike on Smithler. Which is high and outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. No pitch. Runner at third is out. Left early. And we have the runner at third base left early, and that is out number 3. So at the end of an inning, it is the APW Rebels 8 and the Cortland Purple Tigers 0. We'll be back. The top of the second inning. All right, here we go. Top of the second inning, Braylon back on the mound. Number 20, Madeline Thompson, up to the plate. First pitch swung on, popped up, and that is a foul ball. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Nice pitch by Braylon Tony. Swung on, popped up, and that catches the backstop. That ball's fouled straight back. First pitch misses, a ball one. One misses, ball two. Three and oh. All right, so that is a walk for Maggie Smithler. And now the runner on first, here is Estelle Dallin going left-handed, trying for the slap. That allows Maggie Smithler to advance to second. So she could slap hit. That pitch misses. Ball 2. 2-0. She can still bunt like a champ like that, too. 2 balls and no strikes on Estelle Dallin. That pitch misses by just a little bit. That allows Smithler to advance to third now. No, no, it's practice. Yep. And Estelle hits that one, and she beats that ball. So she's called out at first, probably by the same umpire that parked crooked in the parking lot. He did. He's taking up 2 spots out there. And that pitch rolls across, and Shelby works herself a walk. So that'll bring up Grace to the plate. Grace swung ground ball up through the middle, makes it into center field. Coming into third is Shelby. And Grace, with a 1-out single, moves the runner all the way over to third base. So now with runners at the corners, that'll bring up Braylon Toney to the plate. Pitch gets away from the catcher. And that allows Grace to take second. Uncontested because she's so fast. That one bounces across 2-0. 1 out here in the top of the second. 9-0 lead for the Rebels. Misses. Ball 3. That one bounces across, and it's going to be bases loaded. No, advancing home is Shelby Holcomb, scoring a run. Nice heads-up base running by Shelby, as well as Grace, who advances to third on the play. Harley shows bunt and commits at strike 1. However, it does allow Braylon to advance to second. Runners at second and third now with 1 out and 1 strike, no balls for Harley Becker. That one gets away from the catcher. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball, 1 strike, and 1 out for the Rebels. Here in the top of the second. You had 10-0 lead. Ball just misses. Ball 2. Is grounded foul by Harley Becker. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cortland looking for their first strikeout of the game. Ooh, just misses. Ball 3. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Not allowed to touch it. It's on the other side of the line. I can't cross the line. It's just like it's like I'm in Iowa, you know. And that is ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Alexis. First pitch to Alexis is a strike. Pitch is high, ball 1. That one misses, ball 2. 2 balls. That one's just a bit high. 3 balls and 1 strike on Alexis. Alexis swings and misses, strike 2. Pitch is high, ball 4. So that'll force in Grace. And that's an RBI for Alexis. And I'll bring up number 12. It's ball 2 for Gabby. So we'll misses 3-0 on Gabby. And no pitch there. Braylon left third base a little early. That's out number 2. That pitch misses, ball 4. And there's a hard hit ground ball. And everybody's safe there. That is an RBI single for Honora Vandervoort. Bring up Maggie Smithler to the plate. Maggie walked, scored a run, and popped out to right. Ball bounces, ball one. And Smithler hits that one. Ground ball is short. Field it at short. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. After 2 innings of play, it is APW 12 and the Cortland Purple Tigers 0. They used to be Cortland Homer, I believe, and now they're just Cortland. Apparently not big enough. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people choose not to play because of the coach. right, so in for Dan-Dalin is number 15, Autumn Brockway. And is a ball 1-0 to Autumn. While misses 2-0. So swung on, and that bounces up and hits her. She's still in the box, so that's a foul ball. 2 balls and 1 strike on Autumn. Bounces. Oh, it was 3-1. That is a walk. Ball 4. Autumn comes in and works her way, does the Brockaway all the way down the first base line. That brings up Daphne Fanning. First pitch low, ball 1. No, in there, call, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And swung on. Popped up short right field. It's going to be trouble, and trouble it is. Brockway at the hold up. Paul throw comes in behind her, and it is a single for Daphne Fanning. And that'll bring up number 9, Victoria Sargent, to the plate. First pitch to Victoria is high, ball 1. That ball gets away from the catcher, allows both base runners to advance. Pitch misses, 2-0. 2-0 is high, ball 3. Nice grab by the Cortland catcher. 3-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. Kudos to Victoria Sargent, wanting to get her reps in there. It was close enough. She thought she could connect. With a 3-0 count, you got room to spare. Here's a 3-1, swings, pops this one up first base side, and has grabbed in foul territory by the first base player. Nice catch there, and there is 1 out. So now with 1 out and runners at second and third, here's the pitcher, Braylon Toney. First pitch to Braylon just misses, 1-0. Oh, Braylon about a minute early on that one, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball bounces across, ball 2. Pitch just a bit high, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike to Braylon. That's in there, call, strike 2. Here's the pitch, and that's high, ball 4. And that'll load up the bases for Harley Becker. First pitch to Harley, bounces, ball 1. 1-0. Misses on the outside. Ball 2. 2-0. That's in there. Call strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded for Harley Becker. Harley reached as far as she could for that one. Misses. Strike 2. Swing and pops that one back. We'll do the 2-2 pitch again. There's the 2-2 pitch. That one bounces. Ball 3. 3-2. No place to put her. Bases are loaded. 1 out. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch. That misses. Ball 4. And it's an RBI walk for Harley Becker, her second RBI of the day. And Autumn Brockway comes home to score. That brings up Kaylin Donor to the plate. First pitch to Kaylin, high, ball 1. Ball 2. Keep an eye on Daphne over here. She's looking to be aggressive off that third base. It is 3-0 now. Swung on and fouled. Strike 1. Here's 3-1 for Kaylin Donor. Swinging and knocks this one right field, and that is foul. We'll come back and do it again. It'll be 3-2 this time, though. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one sails high, ball 4. And it's another run for the Rebels. So that'll bring up Gabby Emmons to the plate. Yep, and Braylon Tony, little antsy over at third, left early. That's out number 2. Now we got runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Runners advance, though, on the pitch. And we got runners at second and third now with 2 outs for Gabby Emmons. Pitch sails a little high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Gabby. Pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike for Gabby. Three and 1 for Gabby. Gabby shows bunt, pulls back though. That is ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for Honora Vandevort. Honora's 0 for 1, no, 1 for 1. 1 for 2, sorry. Pitch bounces short, 1-0. And Nora rocks this one out and almost caught. What a great attempt by the left fielder. Throw home is just offline, just misses. Another close play at home, and it is a 2 RBI double for Nora Vandervoort. Rebels now lead 16-0, and that'll bring up Maggie Smithler with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Pitch is high, ball 1. Yep. Pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Smithler. One goes back to the backstop, 3-0. Nope, but you'll get ice cream. You don't get money for doing good. You did good. Great job. And that'll bring up Autumn Brockaway, who led off this inning with a walk. And unfortunately, looks like Harley Becker left third early. Or not Harley, whoever was there. Gabby Emmons left early for out number 3. So we'll have Autumn lead off in the 4th inning. But here we are. After 3 innings of play, the APW Rebels lead the Cortland Red Tigers by a score of 16-0. All right, stepping up to the plate, number 18, Madison Thompson, and that ball is hit foul. New catcher for the Rebels, number 4, Carmody. Swung on, and that is a line drive right to a Nora Vandervoort, out number 1. Let's take a look at that replay. That ball got rocked right to Honora. Who knew that I could have left it where it was? First pitch to N. Burns is a swinging strike one. Throw back to the pitcher gets missed. Swing and a miss, strike two. Here's the 0-2 to Burns. Swung on, that's coming at me. Did not quite reach me. We'll do the 0-2 pitch again from Braylon Tony. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, first base line, and just out of the reach of Gabby Emmons. It's a foul ball, so we'll do the 0-2 pitch again from Braylon Tony. There's a pitch, and that one misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on N. Burns. I think it's Nora. Swung on, and that is lifted into left field, foul territory. There's a long run for Daphne, and she's not able to get there. We'll do the 0-2 pitch again. One ball, 2 strike pitch, swung on. And this one is lifted up first base. Oh, grabbed by the second base player, number 21, Halen Donor. And that's 2 outs. Brings up S. Mayer. She hits a ground ball to first. Grabbed there by Gabby Emmons. Steps on the bag herself for out number 3. So the Cortland Purple Tigers go down 1-2-3, and after 3.5 innings, it is 16-0 in favor of the Rebels. Coming up to bat should be Autumn Brockaway, Daphne Fanning, and Victoria Sargent to get things going here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Rebels. All right, here we go to get things going. In the bottom of the fourth inning for the Rebels, she was at bat when the inning ended, last inning. Number 15, Autumn Brockway. First pitch, ball, 1. Here's the 1-0 to Autumn. High, ball 2, 2-0. That one just misses. Ball 3. Oh, ball 4. It hit her. Or I missed a pitch. I don't know. So Autumn gets things going with a walk. She's at first. That brings up Daphne Fanning. First pitch to Daphne is a ball. Ball gets away from the catcher. That allows Autumn to go to second. Pitch misses. It is 3-0 on Daphne Fanning. Oh, that one just gets in there. Strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Daphne. That one's high, ball 4. Daphne works a walk. So runners at first and second now. That'll bring up Victoria Sargent to the plate. Victoria popped out to first in foul territory, swinging at that first pitch. Strike 1. Ball gets away from the catcher. That's going to allow both Daphne and Autumn to advance. Runners at second and third now for Victoria Sargent. Ah, it's in there. Called strike 2. That one misses. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Victoria. That one brushes her back. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sargent. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball back to the pitcher. She feels it, bobbles it. Throw to first is in time for the out. Both runners advance, though. So that goes 1-3 for the putout. And it is an RBI for Victoria Sargent. That'll bring up Braylon Tony. First pitch misses. Ball 1. There's Daphne on first. Big swing and a miss by Braylon. Strike 1. That one's just a bit high. Ball 2. Daphne is going home, and Daphne is in there ahead of the throw. So Daphne comes in to score. Nice heads-up base running by the freshman. So now with 1 out, couple runs in. That one goes behind Bray Lynn. She works herself a walk. So runner on first for Harley Becker. No, it's not Harley. It's Josie coming up to bat. So Josie Wirt with her first at-bat of the game, or first plate appearance. Harley didn't have any at-bats. She's 0 for 0 for the day with 3 walks and 1 run scored and an RBI. That's in there for a strike against Josie. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, runner on first. That pitch just a bit high. Josie's going to let that one go by. There's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Josie Wirt. One's a bit high. 3-2. It's a full count for Josie. Ooh, Josie fouls that one off. Here's the payoff pitch again to Josie, and that one bounces. Ball 4. And Josie reaches. So runners at first and second brings us to the top of the order for Kalen Donor. Kalen walked, got an RBI, and came around to score for her last plate appearance. First pitch here is a ball, 1-0 with 1 out and runners at first and second. And that's a ball. And that's a ball. And that's a walk. Madison had so much fun doing it the first time, she wanted to do it one more time. So bases are loaded for Gabby Emmons. We're going to have a new pitcher coming in. Number 6 is coming back to pitch again. She's going to take some warm-ups. All right, here we go. 18-0, bases loaded, 1 out. Number 6 back in the pitcher's circle again, squaring off against Gabby Emmons. First pitch to Gabby in there, strike 1. Gabby grounded out to short, got a single, and walked. One bounces in front, ball 1. Balls and 1 strike for Gabby. Gabby's the only starter that has not scored a run for the Rebels. Raylan Toney left third early. Oh, she's also has not scored. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one misses, ball 3. Josie advances to third. So runners at the corners now. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this is punched over to first. Throw to second is in time for out number 3. There it is. So 3-6 goes that fielder's choice. But the Rebels pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And after 4 innings of play, they lead 18-0. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning, it's the 5, 6, 7 batters, Madeline Thompson, M. Kim, and A. Clay for the Cortland Purple Tigers. All right, here's the first pitch of the inning to Madeline. Popped up and caught by Carmody for out number 1. Take a look at that replay. Did she stay in frame? Yes, she did. Great job by Carmody, staying in the picture frame. So with 1 out, that brings up Emma Kim. She swings at that first pitch, and it goes right to Josie. Line dry. I caught that one too. What a nice grab by Josie Wirt at second base. That brings up A. Clay. She grounded out to shortstop her first plate appearance. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Miss Clay. No, not able to hold up on that one. 0-2. Ooh, and that one's fouled off. Here's Braylon Tony. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it. They have run ruled the Purple Tigers, and it's a no-hitter for Braylon Tony. So this one ends in an 18-0 victory for the APW Rebels. Player of the game is the pitcher number 7, Braylon Tony. As she comes away with a no-hitter, she faced 1 more batter than the minimum because of an error on the very first batter. But the Rebels recovered. Another excellent game from this team. Some of these players have been to sectionals. Some of them are looking forward to getting to sectionals for their first time. It's a nice mix of players. And again, from the APW Elementary School, this one ends. It's a no-hitter for Braylon Tony as the Rebels win 18-0. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.